Okay, so I just came across this fascinating library called at m31coding fuzzy search. It's all about searching objects by their names and features.
Right, what strikes me is how fast it is, usually under 10 milliseconds for a query. That's impressive.
Totally, and it's accurate too, using a novel character sorting approach with suffix arrays and engrams. I mean, what even is that?
It's all about breaking down strings into smaller pieces, right? Those engrams help in matching even with typos.
Exactly, but I wonder, does that mean it might struggle with very long strings or special characters?
That's a good point. The library is multilingual, which helps, but you need to adjust the normalizer for complex scripts.
So how does normalization work in this context? Like, what is it actually doing to the strings?
Normalizing involves a series of steps, lowercasing, replacing characters, and making sure the strings match consistently.
That sounds clever. It replaces characters like a-ring with ah, which is super useful for different languages.
Exactly, but you have to be careful. Too many replacements could lead to losing the original meaning, right?
Yeah, and what about the fuzziness? I mean, how does it determine the quality of a match?
It divides the common engrams by the total engrams of the longer string. Pretty straightforward but smart.
But hold on, does that mean it penalizes matches if there's a discrepancy in the query?
Correct, it applies a penalty if the query doesn't match exactly. Keeps the results more relevant.
Speaking of relevance, how does it prioritize prefix versus substring matches?
Prefix matches get a quality offset of +2, while substring matches only get +1. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it prioritizes what's most relevant, but does that mean fuzzy matches get ignored if there are hits?
Exactly. If there are clear prefix or substring matches, fuzzy matches take a backseat.
That's a neat way to improve accuracy, but how does the library handle updates to the data?
It uses an upsert approach, which can be resource intensive. You might need to re-index the whole thing periodically.
Oh wow, that could be a downside, especially with large datasets. What's the threshold for that?
If you have more than 100,000 terms, it's definitely recommended to think about re-indexing.
And it's worth mentioning the library is dependency-free, which is a big plus, right?
Absolutely. That makes it easier to integrate into various projects. No overhead.
So if someone wanted to try it out, what's the first step?
Just install it via npm and start configuring your searcher. The whole setup is pretty smooth.
Wait, so you could literally have a search function up and running in minutes.
Yep, just a few lines of code and you're good to go. It's very user-friendly.
That's super appealing, but what about edge cases with non-Latin scripts?
You need to customize the normalizer config for those. It's a little tricky but doable.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all solution then, there are nuances to consider.
Exactly. And while it's fast and accurate, you definitely have to be mindful of your data.
This is really enlightening. It's such an interesting blend of speed, flexibility, and complexity.
Right? And it's cool to think about how we can improve search efficiency in different applications.
But I wonder about the potential drawbacks. What if the indexing isn't done correctly?
Good question. Poor indexing could lead to inaccurate results or even slow performance.
That's a significant risk, especially in a production environment. Testing would be crucial.
Definitely. Plus, they recommend using web workers for larger datasets to avoid blocking the main thread.
That makes sense, but at what point does it become too complex for smaller applications?
It really depends on the use case. Smaller apps might not need all those features.
So it's about balancing functionality with simplicity. I see that now.
Absolutely. This library seems like a robust option, but it does require careful planning.
And I guess the takeaway is that fast searching isn't just about speed, it's about accuracy and relevance too.
Well said. It's about creating a user experience that is both efficient and effective.
So what do you think? Could this change how we implement search features in apps?
I think it absolutely could. It's a new approach that could streamline many processes.
Definitely worth exploring further. I'm excited to see how it evolves.
Me too, it's always thrilling to see innovation in action. What a ride.